Continuing section 2.7, we learn a new word, which is factorial. It says the factorial symbol is the exclamation mark. You can't see it very clearly here, but regular exclamation mark. It's a mathematical operation that represents multiplication of a whole number starting from 1 up to a chosen whole number. So this is a repetitive multiplication. I see n, and then we're going to multiply starting from 1 all the way up to n. N must be a positive whole number. And there is one exception to this rule. 0 is always such a special case. 0 factorial is always equal to 1. It's weird, but it's a rule. So let's highlight this rule. This one's really important, and let's go into some examples. Factorials are quite simple to understand. So if I have 4 factorial, I'm going to multiply from 1 all the way up to 4. So this is 1 times 2 times 3 times 4, and the answer is 24. If I have 6 factorial, I'm going to go from 1 all the way to 6, all this multiplication, and the answer is 720. And 1, I know this one's weird, right, is the same thing as 0 factorial. 1 factorial is 1, 0 factorial is 1. Let's write that over here. 0 factorial is 1, and 1 factorial is 1. They're both 1. Let's try some of this. Number 6, 3 factorial. So we're going to go from 1 all the way to 3. Multiply 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 3 is 6. That's it. You try number 7. We actually also have order of operations mixed in with a symbol, so I can use this in several different ways. Number 8, 50 minus 43. Order of operations tells me to use the parentheses first. So I'm looking at 50 minus 43 is going to be 7. Now I have 7 factorial. What is this? 1 times 2 all the way. And so we kind of had an answer for this. Now you can use your calculator. I'm just going to cheat a little bit. From 1 to 6, I knew the answer was 720. So now I'm just going to bring out my calculator and multiply 720 times 7. Now, how did I know? It's because it's in my example, right? And I just didn't want to type in all of those things. If you didn't know that, just come in and type 1 times 2 times 3. And you've got it. Another operation that we can have is division. So we have find 3 factorial divided by 6 factorial. So I'm going to write it out. 1 times 2 times 3 divided by 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6. What I'm going to do here is awesome because remember, I don't want to go all the way to a big number and then simplify. So I'm going to simplify already. 1 simplifies with 1, 2 with 2, 3 with 3. Now, this does not mean your numerator goes away, y'all. This is a 1. These are all 1s. So what we currently have is now 1 all over 4 times 5 times 6. And this is easy to calculate, whether you use a calculator or in your mind. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 6 is 120. You've got this. Make sure you're paying attention to your order of operations. Last one, 15 minus 7 factorial divided by 5 factorial. So I'm going to take care of my parentheses first. 15 minus 7 gives us 8 and 5 factorial. I'm down to this fraction, so now I can write everything out and see what's going to be simplified. So I don't have to type all of this into my calculator. And so we have 1 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're only left with, don't forget these are all 1s. I get a little impatient sometimes and I don't write it out. So this is 6 times 7 times 8 all over 1. 1 simplifies down to no fraction. We're going to be left with 6 times 7 times 8. 336 over 1, and that's 336. I am confident that you can try 11 and 12.